All right, everybody. You know, um, uh, if you like listen to me on all my videos, if you listen to me on all my videos, I don't think you'd actually know the totality of me, seriously. Because it's like I can be a very nervous person. I can. I am just, but it's like I see my mom and I was growing up and my mom would just get worried about nothing. Nothing. And it always used to annoy me. And then one day, self reflection, I realized that I was worrying about nothing. And I was just like her. And, no, I can be very, very, very nervous person. And it's biological too. It's weird. Because sometimes my body just wants to worry, 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 worry. And, but like if you think about this on a because there's all that talk, that scientific talk out there about adaptation, 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 and then you think about sociology, right? It's like you realize that there's all these different cultures out there, and all these different cultures are going to affect us in different ways, and it would make sense that someone who themselves and their parents and their grandparents lived within a certain society. Like my mom. My mom is British German. She's British German, so she's living within this industrious society where if you're not being useful, you better be useful. If you're not useful, then you better feel guilty. You better feel guilty. It would make sense that within some people, that would draw out their nervousness, and they would just start getting nervous about nothing, right? It's a control mechanism, not the not the hallmark of a great civilization, but the symptoms of a sick civilization, right? I mean, it's like if you're spiritual, we talk about the generational curse, right? It's the same thing. I'm talking about the same thing here. Um, and I'm talking about science and evolution. It makes sense that we're shaped by our parents and our grandparents and all that, and by the thoughts that rule their lives. But what I'm trying to say in this video is that you can overcome, like I've overcome that. Like it still pops up into me to this day, where I just get nervous and I'm just nervous for no fucking reason, but I recognize it. And like for me, like one of the beautiful moments of freedom for me was Buddha, right? It's just like let go. Like usefulness, no, like Buddha's not being useful at all. Like right now I'm not being useful at all. I'm just a drunk idiot. That's it. I'm not being useful at all right now. I'm just a drunk idiot. And me being a drunk idiot goes against everything that my biology tells me to be, because my biology tells me to go out there and be a good German or be a good Britishman or be a good American, be industrious. And I like being industrious. I think it's cool. I don't want to knock industriousness, but industriousness has its time and place. It's all about balance. Another good Buddhist concept. Because a man without industriousness is empty, you know. And I'm industrious in my drinking. But I've lived my whole life, and I only started drinking like 4 or 5 years ago, and only heavily past 1 or 2 years, right? But I like industriousness. I do. But at the same time, it's just been, and that's what my guides have told me to do. They're like, just shut up and sit down and fucking shut the fuck up and listen. Listen. That's what they told me to do. Shut up, fucking sit down, and just like what Buddha tells us to do. Um, but you can beat the generational curse. It's a spiritual warfare. That's exactly what it is. Because I'm talking about my generational curse right now, but there's so many other generational curses out there. There's the greedy families. There's the hateful families, the racists, the bigots. There's so many. There's the suicides out there. There's so many. You can defeat your generational curse. Um, Only with help from Buddha, right? um, just let go, and but like physiologically, like evolutionarily speaking, um, I overcame my own evolution, and to me that was the most freeing part of my life, was to overcome all this nervousness that my mother had given to me. Because it's like I'm sitting back and I'm like, why the fuck am I nervous right now? It just makes no sense. There's nothing to be nervous about. I've done nothing wrong. Um, a lot of the people around me haven't done anything wrong either. It's just the demons trying to bring us down. Um, yeah, that's it.